Hello, treasure family. I got my office cleaned all up. I mean, of course, the carpet, ain't much that I can do about it. I think that's from where they used to have a shop, and they track grease and stuff in here, but maybe I might can try something and see if I can clean it up, but at least I got it vacuumed and got all that stuff picked up out of here. Now I just need to work on my desk, and this over here, that's going to be next. But I brought Buttercup up here today, and I don't know where she's hiding out at. She was back here, and Becca wants me to see if yeah, there she is. She's laying up here. I think she likes it, and it's quiet, and she ain't got a bunch of kittens hanging off of her, and of course they all at the age where they're weaned now. So she told me to see if she wanted to go when I left, and if not, just leave her up here, because I think she'd probably make a better cat for up here, because she's more laid back. She don't try to jump up on everything and climb all over everything and get into everything. I mean, she, went around and sniffed stuff and looked. Here she comes walking over here. I think she's, I got her disturbed, so now she's wanting to come over here. But of course today I couldn't put nothing out, and I've got me some flags coming that say, great big 3x5 flags that say open on them, and I'm gonna hang them up outside. Say hello, Buttercup. Buttercup, look up here. Buttercup. Yeah. Meow. Meow. But I've got them open signs, and then I'm going to have to put me up a couple of lights outside, so that, because it gets dark so early, so that people, I got to do something to let people, so people know I'm here and that I'm open. And so I've got them big flags are coming, and I'm going to hang one up over on this end over here of the building, and one on that end of the building, and maybe people, will get the message, and put a sign on the door with the hours and all that. Which, speaking of that, I mean, of course, I'm probably not going to be able to get to it until next spring, but you see how dirty and all these doors are. I've got the paint to paint them with, and so I just got to get around to doing it. I mean, I want to, paint that door over there, this one here, which this one I can do. I can, patch these holes up and get me some, and I think I've even got some paint back there, some house paint that'll work fine on this door. Paint this door, get it kind of, paint this door over here, this little barrier that swings around. It swings around over to here, and got a latch right there for it, so that keep people from coming behind the counter. And then I'm gonna do something similar to that down here on this end, right here. I'm gonna get me another piece of plywood. I got that thing right there that I can attach it to, and then run it over to here, and just put it on some of them spring-loaded hinges or something. Of course, that's a little bit wide. You almost need like the old bar doors, or something like that. But of course, right now I've just been using this, so I might just have to use something like that. Something that I can move back. Because if I take and make a door that goes from there to there, it's going to hit when you try to open it or whatever. So, I got to come up with something. But anyway, that's what I kind of been working on, and trying to get old Buttercup here, see what she thinks about the place. And she seemed to like it pretty good. I mean, And like I say, she just kind of been hanging out. You know, she eat a little bit, and because I got her little bowl over there with food. Oh yeah, one thing I did too. This was back there in that room, and it had clothes still piled up on it. Got me a office chair, and it's got wheels on it. That other chair didn't have none on it. And you know, this one I can roll it out of the way and get to my drawers and stuff when I need to. Of course, it looks a little worn, and it was looking rough. I took some leather conditioner and took and cleaned it and polished it up a little bit. You know, got it shined up. And like I say, once I get all this stuff cleaned up here and go through all this, I got to check this cash register. This is our old cash register from the store, and I need to check it out because she said it wasn't working right and all that, you know. And I think it's in this switch because it started acting up, you know, a couple years ago when you had it in like the regular mode there. And so you had to put it over in the manager mode for it to work right. And so that's telling me, and she said it got to where it was in the void mode. Even when you had it around here, it was in void mode all the time. So I think it's in this switch. So I might could even get one of them switches. I don't know. Because I told her, you know, before she bought these other cash registers to order one like this. And they even had one in there that was, you know, for like 30 some bucks, that was just a parts kind of cash register just for parts. Well, I could have got the switch out of it and put it in there and continued to use this one because it was already programmed. And actually, we both agreed that we liked this one better than the one we got now, the new one. But well, it is what it is. But I'm gonna check it out and see if I can get it working, and then I'll just sell it and you know, put $40 on it or something. But like I say, that right there, I got another cash register in there, but it don't have one of them on it, you know. And I got a cash register out there, but I don't have the key for it. So I'm kind of in between a rock and a hard place on that, and I don't know that I can even get that switch, you know. I mean, because this cash register, we've had it for 10 years, and we got it off of people that had a pizza joint, and they closed up, and we bought it off of them, and no telling how long they had it, you know. I mean, I'm sure they had it for several years at least. And so, you know, I figured, hey, we got our monies out of it. I mean, I only think we paid like $100 for it or something, and you know, we got a lot of good use out of it. So, you know, I'm not bummed out over it. I mean, as far as, yeah, I liked it, and it was, you know, it was a good cash register. But hey, stuff happens. But yeah, you know, I got my counter clogged all up again too, because I went through all that stuff in there, and you know, trying to get stuff kind of, you know, separated out. And I just thought about something. I don't have no real light in this counter here, but I got this light here. Maybe I can plug it in over there and set it over here and just let it shine down in there or something. Maybe it'll light that stuff up. I don't know. I got to do something because I need some kind of light in there because it's just a little too dark and people can't really see. And but as you can see here, you know, I've got all this stuff that I've gone, you know, found and didn't really have anywhere to put it at right at the moment. Or, you know, not even really sure that there's any place to put stuff. I mean, some of it's probably just junk. I mean, like this, if I can find something that goes on, you know, I mean, one of them water bottles or whatever, that kind of stuff, you know, I mean, stuff that was on that table over there. And I wanted that table open so I could test stuff like this tuner here, but it's got a different kind of speaker hookup on it, so I got to try and find a set of speakers back there that I can hook up to it and try it out, see whether it works or not. and I got a cassette deck in a 8-track, and it takes this type of a connector, I think they call these RCA connectors. And so I gotta go from that, because it's just a cassette and a tape player, but it don't have no amplification in it or nothing. So you got to take it through a tuner amplifier like this right here in order to actually use it. So, and I've got those kind of connectors. I got bukus of them. So I'll bring it back out and hook it up and then play it through this. But I still got to have some speakers, because I don't know why they used a different kind of connector. They used these things right here, the screw type, instead of these. I mean, it would have been easy to went ahead and just put these kind of plugs here for the speakers. And why they didn't, I don't know. And then I could have just plugged these speakers right in there and been good, And I tested this thing out, and it won't turn off. The power switch won't turn it off. Stays on all the time. But I hooked it up. It'll take them speakers, and the radio works good. But the turntable didn't work, and I mean you try to turn it by hand, it won't turn. It's real tight, and it was getting hot under there where the turntable is, like the motor's stuck or something, and it was trying to run, but it just caused the motor to heat up. And then the 8-track tape player, it didn't work. So, I mean, really the only thing that's any good on it's the radio, and it wants to stay on all the time. And because it wants to stay on all the time like that, I mean, it might be a fire hazard. So I just said, well, and then this here was in the office. I got a couple things in there I still got to get out and see what I can do with them. I think those are like, like thank you cards or something with the envelopes, a box of it or something like that. So I'll put them out there. With the rest of them, I got other ones like that. And it's the old Buttercup is surveying her territory. I just, hope she don't go to hopping up on stuff and knocking stuff off. Close that cabinet there. I can't close this one because that tote there is too long. And there's all them clothes. I piled them up there. I guess tomorrow, if I'm not sure whether tomorrow, usually on the second Friday of the month, I go up to Encore, which is a charity thrift store, and they give out food and stuff, and I go up there and help them. But if they're not, and I messaged the person that manages it to find out if it's tomorrow or not, because it seems to me like the last Friday was the first, it was like the second or something like that, or I can't remember, the third. So that would be the first Friday, and so I would assume this was the second Friday, but I don't know. So I wanted to find out, so I don't just come up here and not go over there, because I like to help them. But if it's not, then I'm gonna be up here and I'll get in to do them clothes back there. I'm gonna start on them, because I've kind of, other than this in here won't take that long. This stuff I need to do in the office in here. But Becca wanted me to do this little video. I mean, normally I wouldn't be doing them this often, but she wanted y'all to kind of, see how the different cats respond, to being up here. And like I said, as far as like little Onyx, and of course we begin to think now that Onyx is a boy. We was thinking it was a girl, but now, checking it out, I mean, I think, we begin to think it's a little boy. And he didn't seem to be, as enthusiastic as like Treasures. Once she kind of got got settled a little bit, she went and explored the whole place and all that. But because she's a kitten and all, she's going to be wanting to get into everything and trash everything and knock stuff off and all that. Is where Buttercup, she's a really laid back cat. She's not, she's not one like at the house. She don't jump up on stuff and knock stuff off and try to get into everything. The main thing she does is just, want to just kind of lay there and be left alone, not mess with. And, so we thought maybe she'd probably appreciate coming up here to get a break from them kittens, because they just, they just harass her all the time. So that's kind of where we are with that. And see, she ain't following me all over the place or anything. She come back here and she's laying down somewhere. And see, there she is. She likes it back here. And so maybe because it's a little warmer back here, because the heat's back this way. But so I'm gonna try and see if she wants to, if she decides she wants to go when I get ready to leave, I'll take her with me. But if she kind of acts like she wants to stay here, I'm gonna leave her. Put her some extra food in her bowl and some fresh water, and let it roll at that. So with that, thank you folks for joining in on our little video of the shop series here. And if you would, if you have a mind to, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave us a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. Just let us kind of know what you think. And with that, I'm going to say adios and goodbye, and take care, folks.